Oh my gosh, it's Vlogmas day one. Hi readers, it's Lori. Welcome back to my channel, Books, Ink, and Paper. I have not done Vlogmas before, and I may not do a video every day. In fact, I'm going to almost guarantee you that I will not. But I wanted to come to you today because I am excited about Vlogmas, and I did want to let you know something about a change in my plans and goal for 2023. I just realized I have a printer running in the background, so sorry about that, but I did have something I needed to print first thing this morning. The reason I decided to do a little bit of Vlogmas, and again, likely not 25 days of it, is because Megan and I decided about a week or two ago that the Advent Book Exchange was just not feasible for her this year. She was very sad and upset about it, didn't really want to tell me, and tried really, really hard to stay sort of on track with it. But her life recently has been impacted by a number of things, including work and some things that she's just got to get through and pay some attention to. And so she hasn't really had the chance to really focus on acquiring books for Advent Book Exchange. And I was just fine with that. I had started to acquire books for her, but I can always save them for next year. There's a couple I can gift to her along the way. It is completely fine with me. We are going to try to recommit to this next year, but I decided that perhaps Vlogmas would be a good sort of not a replacement for Advent Book Exchange because that's a little bit different, but certainly it'd be something that I could do frequently during the month of December that would be festive and holiday related. So that is why we are here today with day one. I thought I would also spend some time today showing you what's been arriving at my house. Obviously not gifts for others, because I will tell you that I do know that my granddaughter sometimes watches my YouTube channel, my youngest granddaughter. I cannot put any spoilers here about what I'm gifting for Christmas because she's not great at keeping secrets, but that's okay. I think I said in another video that I decided this year would be the year that I would do a bookish related journal in a bullet journal kind of form. And again, I'm not a bullet journaler per se. I have not really any skill in drawing or anything like that. But I did want to create something that was fairly simple. I think I can draw some bookshelves. I've looked at some other content ideas from a number of people, and yeah, it feels like something I can do. So this week, this came, which is not an Olive and Archer, Olive and June, Archer and Olive. Goodness, Olive and June is the nails, right? Which I could really use some nail polish this weekend. Archer and Olive does some beautiful believe me, but they were mostly sold out. I actually started on a Black Friday sale trying to look, and they were sold out. So this one came with a grid guide. It looks a lot like the others, you know. It has a nice little hummingbird on the front, which will remind me of my mom and dad because they both loved hummingbirds. I think it's going to be a good size for me. I have a little marker here right now with a paper clip that I had just to kind of notice where the middle is, but that's actually kind of bulky. So I might see what I mean. So I might get something else to mark the middle. But it's really very smooth and soft, and I love it. So far, I love it. I've done nothing in it yet, though. So then I also got some dot markers for me to be able to make lists and, you know, just kind of color code them or whatever. I've seen other people use these, and I didn't have these. And then these are actually some of my favorite markers in the whole world of markers. I use these every single day for a number of journals that I own, and I journal a lot, by the way. And some of mine were running out of ink. So I love this color selection. It goes from brights to obviously some neutrals. It has a gray one, which has come in handy over time, believe it or not. And they just have a really nice fine point. And so when I want a fine liner, this is what I'll use. And then when I want something that's a little thicker, I have the Flair pens in different colors, and I have some Micron pens. I have a lot of pens in my life, but I won't buy them unless they are really special to me or unless they're drying out, which those definitely, not all of them, but a lot of them were. And then I also, because 'tis the time of year, I also went and got a new desk diary, which I like it better than planner. And my desk diary has a bookish theme, obviously. So I'm really excited about this. So this is January. Let me make sure there's no information on here that would be something you shouldn't see. So they're each kind of a different color. They each focus on a particular author each month. So this is the author for February. And I'm just really excited about this. It shows authors' birthdays too. So I may shout those out. It also has a daily spread. Here's July's. And so you can, and that is important to me because I do obviously have appointments on those days. And then it has some other little tidbits about authors on the bottom of many of the pages. So there's just a lot of stuff, a lot of trivia and information about authors. October is green, which I really like that color. So it's good colors. It was reasonably priced. I've never seen one of these before. So my assumption is that they must sell out or they don't get released in like, because I usually buy a planner, a written planner earlier in the year, like in September. This year I went out shopping for one and I just couldn't find one that I wanted. And I knew I didn't want the one that was in the size that I had last year because while it was lovely, I think it was a Fringe brand and I use Fringe notebooks all the time, but it was just too big and heavy. So this one was smaller, thinner, not spiral bound, which sometimes that can, I don't know, it's uneven when you're writing on between Wednesday and Thursday sometimes. And just generally speaking, it was not working for me. So hopefully this one will. Now, do I use this constantly? No. So, you know, it'll just be something that sort of enhances my electronic calendar, which I do use. And then I started a new Field Notes notebook. This was, I think, the one in the last subscription that I got. I have actually stopped this subscription because I'm drowning in these, but I use these for notes about calls that I've had with students. Oh, my nails, you guys, they're terrible. I use it for meeting notes sometimes, but I mostly use it for to-dos as well. So I do have to-do lists in other places, but those typically are the ones that I hang on to the most. And I put those in a leather cover that I've showed before, but maybe I'll show it again later since it's not right here handy. So that's my Vlogmas day one, and those are gifts that I've given to myself. I hope you'll share with me those things that you're looking most forward to during the holiday season. This is certainly a season of celebration for a number of people. And so some people are celebrating Hanukkah soon, and some people are celebrating Kwanzaa. And so there's lots of ways in which we can explore and share about our traditions, as well as our beliefs and faiths, as well as our heritage. There's just so much to be noticed in December. I will be vlogging a number of things that I think are going to be fun. So I will share some of that with you throughout the month. And as always, the most important reason that we're here, happy reading. Bye.